Hey guys, I'm Ange.
And I'm Ari.
And this is Girls Gone Bible. We're a faith-based podcast where we talk all things spirituality, mental health, relationships. Most of all, we talk about the Bible. We love reading the Bible because we love Jesus. And we always say, come as you are, just don't stay that way. You're welcome here no matter who you are, where you come from, what beliefs you have. We want you to come here and feel really safe and to discover the love of Jesus because he will absolutely transform your life. Anything you're facing, God can redeem, restore, rescue. And we know that because he did it in our lives. So what's up, Ar?
What's up, Ange? We released an episode last week that was an older one that we had filmed months prior. But this is the week back from obviously the death of Charlie Kirk and just even the stabbing of that beautiful girl on the train and just all the horrific evil that's been happening, the school shootings. There's just been so much going on. And Ange and I are both we've just been grieving this week. And I'm sure all of us the world is just so heavy right now. The things that we're being exposed to online, we're seeing everything like right in front of our eyes. And so if you're anything like us, which I know you guys are, you have a heaviness, you feel scared, you're tired, you can't get out of bed. And of course you can. It's heavy right now. And the things that we are being exposed to and we have to see and the evil is just, it's too much to bear. And then on top of it, we're grieving for the families and Charlie's wife, and it's too much.
Yeah.
It's too much.
Yeah. Yeah, it's just such a weird time right now with the internet and like how exposed we are, like you said, to everything. And we just obviously first and foremost want to say like we just really truly bless Charlie's family, his wife Erica, his 2 children. We mourn with them, we grieve with them, and we stand and in the gap for them and pray for them like everybody should be doing. Really all you can do during a time like this is pray your absolute heart out for anybody and everybody. I just think, like Ari said, there's a lot of stuff that goes on every single day that we're not even aware of is taking place. And it's so devastating and it's so scary. I know I've been tempted to lean into fear a lot because it's just unexplainable, the evil that takes place. I think I felt really confused, really angry. But what I've really realized more than anything, truly, is that like we have to pray for unbelievers. We have to pray that everybody on earth would come to know Jesus. It's literally the only answer. Fighting people, arguing, like nothing, there's no answer other than Jesus. It's literally just praying that everybody would experience the love of Jesus because it's the only way to extinguish evil, period. It's literally the only way that everybody on earth, every pair of eyes would open up to the truth of Jesus.
Yeah.
That's all I know. Like, that's literally all I know.
Yeah. And a time where you could mock evil and be angry and just sit and, even write comments online and be enraged. Like, we have to be the light.
Yeah,
and we have to be the family that's ascend us. And we have to be in unity. And it is so beautiful seeing everybody come together in prayer, and it really is beautiful. I've been seeing it so much. Everyone coming together, they're doing their little worship and praying for the families and Erica, and it's awful. And if you've been through grief, you can only imagine what the wife and the babies and the families are all enduring. It's brutal. And so I just say, like, I wrote on my Instagram story the other day, but it was even comforting to me to even spill out and say that, like, because I couldn't get out of my bed for literally 3 days. Like, I was so tired. My heart was just, and it's just the world right now. So if you're anxious, if you can't get out of bed, if you're just trying to get through the day right now, like, we want to let you know that that's okay.
Yeah.
Like, it really is okay. Yeah. And it's normal. And it's normal to feel anxious. It's normal to be scared. It's normal to be so grieved that you can't even get your head off the pillow.
Yeah, totally.
We're seeing and being exposed to so much right now. And we want to let you know that it's okay and it's normal. And it's going to take a little bit to get back to normal.
Yeah.
And so let your heart grieve, and we're all in this together, and we just have to be a family, and we have to be people who are like Jesus, who send out love and be, like you said, relentlessly pray and be kind and be people that people look at and say they have something, they have something special in them. Like, we have to carry the light, especially right now, totally, in this darkness.
Exactly.
So that's our job right now. And I know that's hard, but we are to be the light and to stick together and be a family. Yeah.
And one other thing I would add is, and this might, I don't know, maybe not everybody would agree with this, but I believe it wholeheartedly that, like, you don't have to read and watch every single thing that's online. Your other job, along with what Ari said, is to protect yourself, to protect your mind. And that doesn't mean bury your head in the sand and not be aware of what's going on in the world, but you are allowed to log off the internet and stop looking, because I think I even felt a level of guilt getting offline, because I felt like I should be watching the news and everything happening every 5 seconds. And I'm like, this isn't good for me.
Yeah, it's too much for your brain.
It's too much. So I just want to give everybody permission to get off of TikTok, to get off of Instagram, to get off of the articles. I know it's very, like, you want to know you want to read everything you want. It's like very, in a weird way, it's like addicting. It's enticing. Like, it's not good for your brain. So, like, just protect yourself and understand, like, you are allowed to protect yourself, because that's what matters. That's what really matters, is that you protect yourself and protect your mind. Let Jesus guard your mind during this time, and just pray. And what I've seen with every pastor, with every leader that I respect, they're all preaching the same thing right now. And it's urgency. It is, this is not the time for lukewarm Christianity. If there's ever been a time to go completely all in with Jesus and stop being 1 foot in, 1 foot out, it's today. If there's ever been a time to get rid of this idea that there's like relaxed, chill Christianity, there doesn't exist, because we are seeing the evil that exists in our world right before our eyes, and we haven't even seen this much of it. That's the scary part. It's not scary. We haven't even seen this much of it. But our job is to be so on fire and so on mission that everywhere we go, we're telling people about Jesus. Yeah. This is the urgency that we're meant to be living with, that we walk along the sidewalk and see someone and know that this person might be really struggling or going through something, and you have no idea where they might end up in life. Go get them. Yeah. You know what I mean?
Ministry doesn't need a microphone. Somebody said that, and I was like, yes, we need oil in our cups. Like, we need to be ready. We need to be prepared, especially seeing what just happened. Yeah. Like, it's time to get right.
Yeah, exactly.
So I love that you said that.
Yeah. And don't be afraid. Don't be afraid. Don't be afraid. Read the word. Know who God is. Read the Old Testament. Read about who the Lord is throughout the entire Old Testament, who he is as a protector, a provider, a defender, and how many times he tells us, do not be afraid. That's the call of God on our lives, is not to be afraid. So yeah, we say all that to say that we're with you guys. I don't think as believers, we've all probably felt more unified than right now. And I'm grateful for that. I feel unified with you. I feel unified with you guys. I feel unified with leaders and pastors and other believers all across the world. Like we're all one right now.
I agree.
You know?
I really agree with that. Yeah.
Yeah, we need Jesus.
But if you guys could take this next week, honestly, it was a heavy week. Try and do something that's light. Go to the beach. Like, I'm not kidding. Like, I'm going to just, like, go to the beach. Like, try to relax. I love that you say get off Instagram. Get off. Just go rest your mind right now. You need to do things that bring you joy right now. Grief is like...
Do you want to read your thing?
It's so heavy, yeah. I wrote something this past couple days when I was in the whole grief thing and just feeling everybody's grief and anxiety, and I just wrote something, like a little poem. Grief aches like a wound that never closes, a constant throb that whispers it will never go away. Anxiety coils around your chest, thoughts spiraling, unbearable. Each one louder than the last. The pain is relentless, a storm that does not pass. Denial grips you. This cannot be my life. You find yourself on the bathroom floor, too weak to rise, too broken to breathe, wondering if you'll ever stand again. And the weight of it all presses you into the ground, too heavy to bear, too much to survive. But then, a presence in the dust, Jesus kneels beside you, not disgusted by your ruin, not afraid of your rage. He places his hands on your shoulder, and your storm does not scare him. He lifts you piece by piece from the floor of your sorrow. He takes your pain and bends it into purpose. He takes your wounds and plants seeds of glory within them. Through grief he shines. Through your cracks his light spills. The darkness that devoured you becomes the canvas of his redemption. And you rise not by your strength, but by his. Yet even as you rise, he does not rush you. He sits with you in the ashes. He holds you in the silence and loves you when you feel unlovable. Your grief is not too much for him. It is the very place he chooses to show his heart. For what the enemy meant for evil, God has meant for good. Not only for you, but for the saving of many lives. Because through your grief, others will find comfort. Through your story, others will find hope. And through your pain, others will see his glory.
Wow. That is
Couple
beautiful.
of thoughts. Yeah, it's true. So hope that makes you guys feel a little bit better and carries you through.
Yeah, one last thing. I swear, last thing. I'm committing every single day, and I want you guys to hold me accountable, to pray for unbelievers. Like, I don't pray that. Like, I don't cry out to God every day and say, God, like, sweep across the globe and save every believer or save every human that's alive right now. You know what I mean? Like, I don't pray that. I pray very close prayers. Like, there is like a world beyond the people that we know, and like we can pray for them. So you can pray for the people in your city, in your school, in your nation, in other nations. Ask God, Lord, is there like a nation you've called me to pray for? I personally feel called to pray for the Middle East. I haven't started doing that yet. Why? I feel it. I know I'm supposed to, and I haven't started. And so I just think we can all start praying for unbelievers and for like regions and like specific places. God, save every person in Boston. You know what I mean? Save everyone on the Northeast. It's just, let's all do that together. And if you feel called to pray for a certain city, you can just do that, or you can comment it if you want it, and we can all just do this together, because I think that's the most beneficial thing we can do right now.
Let's all come together and let's be in relentless prayer.
Yeah.
Charlie was just such a incredible man of God. He was an incredible husband, father, and just a solid man of faith.
Really loved his family. Really loved his wife.
And he
really loves his kids.
You know what I always said about Charlie? I always said, every time like someone would say like, what kind of guy do you want? I said, I want a Charlie, because he He represented a provider. Like marriage and children were at the top, were his number one priority. He was like being a father and a husband, and he was 31 years old. And this, like, for a 31-year-old man to be like, that is the most precious thing in this life. And that's what he always said in his videos to men. And I just loved how he was such a voice to men to be like, get married and have a family. It's the most important and precious thing you'll ever do. And so, yeah, we just honor him, and we dedicate this episode to him.
All right, guys, we're sorry to interrupt this episode. We just want to remind you guys that we're on the Girls Gone Bible live tour. Tell them about tour.
It's the best thing ever. We get to be face to face with you guys. We get to love on you guys, preach the name of Jesus, pray. It's to be with you guys face to face is hands down the greatest blessing that we've been given with. We're keeping that in. It's the greatest blessing we've been given.
There we go.
And it's one thing to be on a podcast, Ange and I talking to you guys on the camera, but being face to face with you guys is just, it's just the greatest thing ever. So we can't wait to see you guys.
Get your tickets at girlsgonebible.com/tour and come hang out with us in your city. We can't wait to see you. And I don't know if you guys know this, but we released a devotional. It's Out of the Wilderness, 31 devotions to walk with God through your hardest seasons. We love this devotional so much. We love this book. We believe that God is all over this. I believe that you will encounter Jesus reading this devotional. It's Arnie and I's hearts on paper. We love it so much. We're so grateful that you'd give us this opportunity. And we just want you to see your situation, your life spoken into through our life experiences and where Jesus was in our lives. So if you guys want to go to girlsgonebible.com/book, you can get your copy. All right, guys. And you know that we're doing GGB Plus. I'm so sorry. You guys
You laugh. It's fun.
Okay. I'm talking. Okay, you guys know that we're doing GGB Plus, and we no, stop. Okay,
No, this is good.
Okay,
They need this. Go,
guys. They need this. You guys, we're doing GGB Plus, and we're obsessed. It's a subscription-based platform where we have conversations together and sometimes even alone, where we talk directly to you guys, and it's not out for the world to see. It's only our partners, our listeners, our supporters, and our close people. It's only GGB Plus members who get to watch these videos and hear these conversations. It's 2 bonus episodes every single month. So we really want you guys to become members, and you can go to girlsgonebible.com/plus and subscribe. We want to see you there. We love you.
Okay, let's talk nails. You know that feeling when you leave the salon and your hands instantly look more put together, like you've got your life together too? Yeah. Olive and June figured out how to give you that at home. We've been using their Mani system, and honestly, it's everything, you guys. It's literally salon quality nails in one box, all the tools, your choice of 6 polishes, and the colors actually last. Like chip-free for 7 days. And when you break it down, it's only $2 a manicure, which, let's be real, is way less than what we were dropping at the salon. We are obsessed with the colors. Strawberry Scone, CCT, Icing is the best part, Lex Loafer, SC, and Secret Recipe is my favorite. And the new colors are insane too. They've got these sparkly top coats that are perfect for winter, and new care products that save your nails from that dry, cold weather situation. Here's what we love most. It's so easy. No appointments, no rushing to the salon, no sorry, we're booked until next Thursday. Just beautiful nails whenever you want. And if you're like us and want to switch it up, their press-ons are a game changer. They look real, they last over a week, and you can pop them off with warm water. So if you've been thinking about leveling up your nails without emptying your wallet, you need Olive and June. Visit oliveandjune.com/GGB for 20% off your first system. That's oliveandjune.com/GGB for 20% off your first system. Grand Canyon University, a private Christian university in beautiful Phoenix, Arizona, believes that we're endowed by our Creator with certain unalienable rights to life, liberty, and the pursuit of happiness. GCU believes in equal opportunity, and the American dream starts with purpose. GCU equips you to serve others in ways that promote human flourishing and create a ripple effect of transformation for generations to come. By honoring your career calling, you impact your family, your friends, and your community. Change the world for good by putting others before yourself to glorify God. Whether your pursuit involves a bachelor's, master's, or a doctoral degree, GCU's online, on-campus, and hybrid learning environments are designed to help you achieve your unique academic, personal, and professional goals. With over 340 academic programs as of September 2024, GCU meets you where you are and provides a path to help you fulfill your dreams. The pursuit to serve others is yours. Let it flourish. Find your purpose at Grand Canyon University. Private, Christian, affordable. Visit gcu.edu.
I think Ari and I wanted to talk about... Can you tell them about your eye?
Oh my gosh, you guys.
Yeah, we haven't even talked about that. We haven't filmed in a few weeks.
I couldn't film. You guys don't... Honestly, I'm going to think about it. I might put a picture up here.
Please do.
I have to, right?
Yeah.
I mean, my eye, it looks like I had a child growing out of the lid. I mean, it was something I've never...
Her eyelid.
It looked like my eye was having a baby. It was. And yeah.
So she had a sty / a chills, something else.
Chiselian or something like that. I thought it was a sty. The doctor gave me ointment. He said it'll be gone by 3 days. I wake up 3-4 days later. I can't see. I said, we're going to all have to wear pirate patches at the show because...
You said I can't wear makeup on it. And I said, I will go on stage with only one eyelash on with you.
I said, and I'm cockeyed and there's pus coming out down my cheek.
I said, okay, we're not. So we basically had to cancel the first 2 nights of tour. So we're so sorry to anybody who is affected by that. We've already rescheduled those dates.
I was dwelling for freaking a week.
Yeah, that was not easy. I want you guys to know that was not easy for us to do. Not easy. That sucked. But there was just no way. Ari's whole eye was like she had pregnant.
But I guess like it's going around right now. There's like this thing that like Sofia Vergara.
I thought it was because you farted on your pillow. It's not.
I got a couple DMs about that.
Who?
A couple of people said that to me.
You farted on your pillow.
You guys are sick.
Oh, that's not very nice.
You always just stay fighting on the episode. It makes me so embarrassed.
Shut up, Ari. I'm a lady.
I'm going.
So we just want to hang and...
We want to hang out with our friends is right.
Yeah, we're going to just hang out with our friends and we want to tell you stuff that you may not know about us yet.
Tell us about Grandma Dula.
No, not me first, please.
Oh, I'm not going first. You won't even pay me. Oh, no, we're talking about Grandma Dula. I don't even...
Who's Grandma Dula? Her name's Nana Daya. Who's Grandma?
Oh, my gosh, I apologize, Nani.
No, it's okay.
Sorry, Mom. Tell me about Nana Daya.
Nana Daya is my mom's mom. And so a lot of people don't know this. But I come from a really long line of great women, very strong women, strong warrior Albanian women. My mom is one of the most resilient, tough as nails, strongest, smartest, quickest woman I know. And her mom was so strong and so warrior-like and so tough. My Nana Daya had like 5 heart attacks throughout her life, survived them all.
She just got right up and she was like,
but she was like a little lady.
I picture like a 4'11" like beating on her chest, being like, come at me. Like
she was super small. 4'11". Do you mean 5'11"?
4'11".
Yeah, she was a petite little lady, and she was just a force. Like she was a lion.
She beat every heart attack.
She lived until she was in her 90s, and she was just the best mom in the world. the best mom, the best grandma. I miss her so much. And she's my mom's mom.
Yeah.
You know? And so I just have such a special relationship with my mom. And I had such a special relationship with my mom's mom.
So you were how old when she passed?
I think I was 16.
Oh, you were young.
Yeah. Or no, I think I was already in college. So I must have been 18 or 19. I think before I was 20.
Grandmas, let me just say, grandmas are everything.
Everything. Because they love you.
Oh, they buy you
like your parents.
Yeah, but more.
But they don't discipline you like your parents.
Yeah.
So it's just the best relationship. I miss her.
So you said when you said Nana Doya.
Nanadaya.
Nana
Yeah.
Okay. And then what'd you call your grandfather?
Babajisha.
Baba Jusha?
Yeah.
I love that.
I love him too.
He's passed.
He passed too, yeah. He lived until his 90s too.
Okay.
So they both lived really rich, long lives, really, and, left Albania, went through all the things that my parents did. But anyways, I say all this to say, there's just so much power in praying for your children, for your children's children. And I feel like oftentimes when we pray, we want to see instant results. But you have no idea what praying for a baby does for their lives. You have no idea how God answers those prayers throughout that child's life. Or if this is your encouragement that if you're praying for a family member, who you're not seeing anything change, you're not seeing those prayers getting answered, like keep praying. Don't stop praying. God will answer. He's probably already answering. Sometimes I think about like if I'm praying for a family member for a long time and I don't see the prayer get answered, I can shift my perspective and look at their life and be like, I can see so many ways that God is like blessing them and protecting them and taking care of them and making sure things aren't worse than they are, Anyways. All right, guys, let's be real. We've all procrastinated on saving money. We even call it procrasti-saving. You too? Yeah. But Mint Mobile makes it so easy. There's really no excuse because right now, new customers get 50% off of unlimited premium wireless. That means just $15 a month for premium coverage. And here's the thing, it's not cheap service. It's just cheaper. You still get premium wireless on the nation's largest 5G network with unlimited talk, text, and high-speed data. The quality is the same as the big guys, but you're not stuck paying triple the price. Switching is simple too. No need to buy a new phone or change your number. Just bring what you've got and you're set. We were honestly shocked at how good the service is for how little you pay. Like, why were we wasting money before? But don't wait. This deal ends September 22nd. Don't procrastinate on this one. Quit stalling and start saving when you make the switch. Shop plans at mintmobile.com/GGB. That's mintmobile.com/GGB. Upfront payment of $45 required, equivalent to $15 a month. Limited time new customer offer for first 3 months only. Speeds may slow above 35 gigabytes on unlimited plan. Taxes and fees extra. See Mint Mobile for details. All right, guys, can we be honest? Coffee is basically a love language at this point. But you know it's not love? The crash or the jitters. And that's why we've switched to Everyday Dose. It's coffee, but like with a glow up. Real 100% Arabica coffee with lion's mane and chaga mushrooms, collagen, and nootropics. Translation, it tastes like your regular cup, but it actually does something for you. Focus for your brain, support for your skin, hair, and nails, and smooth energy all day long. No crash, no jitters, just good vibes and brain cells firing. They've got 2 blends. Coffee Plus, which is light, smooth, with low acidity, basically your gut's new BFF. And Coffee Plus Bold, richer, fuller, still smooth, like your regular coffee, but with better boundaries. Get 45% off your first subscription order of 30 servings of Coffee Plus or Bold Plus. You'll also receive a starter kit with over $100 in free gifts, including a rechargeable frother and gunmetal serving spoon by going to everydaydose.com/GGB or entering GGB at checkout. You'll also get free gifts throughout the year. That's everydaydose.com/GGB for 45% off your first order. Okay, guys, let's talk about something most of us have been told forever, that supplements like creatine are just for guys. Well, that's not true.
That's why we love Creatone by Brickhouse Nutrition. It was created by doctors specifically for women, and it's completely changing the game, you guys.
Creatone is designed to support energy, endurance, and recovery so you can feel stronger and more resilient. Whether you're in the gym, chasing kids, or just making it through a long workday, Creatone is helping you build lean muscle. And what makes it different? It's pure creatine combined with patented ingredients formulated for women's needs. No bloating, no water retention, none of the things that you may have heard about creatine in the past.
It's about fueling your body so you can show up fully for your workouts, your goals, your people, and yourself.
If you've ever wondered if creatine could be right for you, Creatone is the answer. Safe, effective, and designed for women.
Let's get you started with 20% off your first order. Visit tonetoday.com and use my code GGB for your discount. Again, use my code GGB to save 20% off at tonetoday.com. That's TONE today.com.
All right, show them your muscles. So my grandma, and we're also going to talk about Ari's Auntie Barbara, by the way, because Ari and I both have family members who are literally probably one of the reasons God uses so many people in our lives, but one of the main reasons why both of us are probably sitting here today talking about Jesus. Nanadaya, so my mom grew up in communist Albania, and I never talk about this stuff, and it's crazy because it's just such a major part of my life. My mom grew up and my dad both grew up in communist Albania. And during this time, I want to read this because it's so crazy. Between 1960 and 1990, Albania went through one of the harshest anti-religious campaigns in the world. In 1967, Enver Hoxha's communist regime declared Albania the world's first atheist state.
Oh my gosh. Albania?
Albania, yeah.
Wow.
All churches, so the leader declared Albania the world's first atheist state.
Wow.
And said no one's allowed to, it's control.
Wow.
And said no one's allowed to practice religion.
In what year?
This was in 1967, 3 years after my mom's born. All churches, mosques, and other religious buildings were closed, destroyed, or turned into secular spaces, such as warehouses, gyms, theaters. So my mom growing up, my mom didn't go step into a church until after my oldest brother was born. So she was at least 24.
And still living, and not
in
living
Albania.
in Albania.
She was living in Albania, yeah.
But how could they have Albanian churches if it was atheist?
They didn't have Albanian church. So no churches, they didn't practice religion. So any churches or mosques, they would be turned, like my mom said that she would go into a church and it would be like a playground. Like they would be playing basketball.
Wow.
So you weren't allowed to practice religion. And then it said that priests and other religious leaders were arrested, imprisoned, or even executed.
Oh my god.
Isn't that insane? And this is, my mom was alive this whole time. Like, it was not that long ago. This is what happens in the church and other places. Like, by the way, this happens today. Today.
Yeah.
Not in America, but in other places in the world, and we're so unaware. You weren't allowed to own a Bible, a cross, a prayer book. Like, you were not allowed to have any of that. The government promoted atheism through schools, media, and youth organizations. So, like, even there was propaganda. So, like, every messaging that you heard was, God does not exist. God does not exist. Like, even in America, like, you see media, Hollywood, like, the messaging that they send is all propaganda trying to get you to believe a specific message. That's what they did. Teaching that religion was backward and against socialism. So crazy. Anyways, only after the fall of communism in 1991, 4 years before I was born, were Albanians allowed, 6 years before I was born, were Albanians allowed to practice religion freely again, and many churches and mosques were rebuilt or reopened. So that's like, even what my mom and her mom had to go through to love Jesus and worship Jesus, like, we're not even aware of the sacrifices that were made before we were ever born for us to be able to freely love Jesus today, you know? And like, even before my family, like the millions of people who died for the gospel, who gave their life, who were imprisoned for the gospel. You read the New Testament, all the disciples who literally gave up their lives so that the gospel would reach the ends of the earth. It's just so crazy to think about. And then so my grandma taught my mom about Jesus, and my mom's siblings and the whole family taught her about Jesus in the privacy of their own home, would teach her how to do the sign of the cross,
Oh my gosh.
would teach her Our Father, would teach her Hail Mary. Like, she never went to Catholic Mass. She never went to church. She never experienced religion. But my grandma told her about Jesus, and like would teach her who Jesus is, and about like there's a God, his name is Jesus. He died on a cross. And so like that's where so if you look at my mom has one of the most special faiths I think I've ever seen. My mom says what most Catholics say, and it's my favorite thing. She goes, I was born Catholic and I will die Catholic. It's my favorite thing she says. And she is the most spirit-filled woman. She literally is such a presence person. You guys, my mom closes her eyes and goes, he's here. He's here. You'll see my mom throughout the day, just in the corner, there's a crucifix on the wall, and she just has her hand on Jesus. And she's just like hanging out. She goes, and she's so, like, you see my mom, she'll go to these meetings where it's just like the power of God is in the room. People are getting healed. Demons are being delivered. Like, it's like so hyper spiritual power of God. And my mom is like, she grew up Catholic. She didn't have these things, but she's so open to the gifts of the Spirit. Like, she's so open to like the power of the Holy Spirit. And I just think her faith is so interesting to me because she's so open, because her faith was never established in like some sort of religious environment. Like, it was just like, I believe in Jesus.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah.
So really cool. And then I just like, I've just always wanted to talk about my grandma, Nana Daya, because she's the reason why I'm here. She's the reason why I'm alive.
And would she like pray with you when you were when you were little? I mean, you were 16, but
well, I remember she would always tell me about Jesus in Albania. She would always, I didn't have ears to hear then, certainly, like I didn't get it, but she would talk to me about Jesus. But she would always like, it was so innocent. It was so tender. She'd be like, call on Jesus. Jesus will help you.
And did you even think about it, or?
So what's weird about my journey is I always talked to Jesus because Eastern European culture, it's like very interesting. I've been like trying to put the pieces together myself, and because Eastern European culture, where I come from, there's a lot of I mean, in all of Eastern Europe, not just Albania, there's like magic, there's white magic, there's like, they read cards, they read cups, there's like...
That's how it is in Massachusetts.
Yeah, it looks like a lot of new age it's new age spirituality. It's like psychics and mediums and all these different things, and using spiritual power outside of like the authority given to us by Jesus. It's a lot of that. And so growing up in Albanian culture, what I perceive, it was kind of like a very mystical spirituality. So it was Jesus, but it was like mystical Jesus, like Jesus will save you and change everything. So it's like real, like, but do you get what I'm trying to say?
Yeah, it was like the charismatic, right?
Charismatic, but a little too much like not grounded in biblical theology.
Got it. Okay.
You know what I mean? So that's the issue. It was like very much like out there.
Yeah. And
it wasn't grounded.
Okay.
And it was, it wasn't like, they don't teach you like obey Jesus because you love him. It's more so like call on Jesus because he'll save you, which is beautiful. So that was my theology, was like, call on Jesus because he'll help you in hard times, but that's it. I don't have to do anything for him. I don't have to be anything. Like, I can live my life. There is no such thing as purity or holiness. I didn't even know what those things were. But yeah, my grandma would tell me, call on Jesus. And I remember my family has always suffered through a lot of crisis and just a bunch of things. And I remember my grandma would always call out, like in times of distress, just like what my mom did. She would call out like, Jesus, Jesus. No, she would say this in Albanian, unkam Christian, I have Jesus. And she would like never be rocked by anything. She was the most faith-filled woman. And she would just, and so my mom today goes, unkam Christian, I have Jesus. Like, so I say all that to say, thank you, Jesus, for my mom. Thank you, Jesus, for Nana Daya, who are the reasons why I'm sitting here today, a faith-filled woman.
And all her prayers are why you're sitting here right now.
Yeah.
And she planted the seed for you.
Yeah. And guess what? It took a long time.
It doesn't matter.
It took a long time for anything to bloom.
I bet you heard Nana Doya's voice saying, call on Jesus.
Yeah.
Seriously.
Yeah.
You remember that. At the time, isn't it funny how like people can say stuff to us and it doesn't have a mark on us in the time, but then it's like God will remind us of that.
That's literally what planting a seed is. Sometimes we get so frustrated with unbelievers or friends or family because they're not changing or believing or whatever. But like our job is to plant the seed. The Holy Spirit waters the seed. It's not our job to water the seed.
I know.
Or force people to get it.
I know. And that's why you can't be so annoyed or frustrated.
Yeah.
Because it's not your job.
Right.
It's Jesus' job to change them.
Yeah. Guys, let's be real. Most kids' vitamins, they're basically candy disguised as health. Sugar, chemicals, gummy junk, all the things little bodies don't need. And that's why we love Hiya. It's a pediatrician-approved chewable vitamin that actually tastes good without the sugar. Even picky eaters love it. My niece and nephew think it's candy, and honestly, that's a win. When you first order, they send this refillable bottle with a sheet of stickers so kids can decorate it themselves. My niece made hers sparkle, my nephew made his into a dinosaur. They were obsessed. And here's the important part. Hiya fills in the gaps in kids' diets with 12 organic fruits and veggies and 15 essential vitamins and minerals, like vitamin D, B12, zinc, and folate. It's non-GMO, vegan, allergy-free, and every batch is third-party tested. Parents can finally breathe easy. And now Hiya has kids' daily greens plus superfoods, a chocolate-flavored powder with over 55 whole food ingredients for brain power, digestion, and growth. Just add it to milk or non-dairy milk and watch kids ask for it like it's dessert. We've worked out a special deal with Hiya for their best-selling children's vitamin. Receive 50% off your first order. To claim this deal, you must go to hiyahealth.com/GGB. This deal is not available on their regular website. Go to hiyahealth.com/GGB and get your kids the full body nourishment they need to grow into healthy adults. Okay, real talk, guys. Nobody wants to think about life insurance because it feels heavy, it feels complicated, so most people just put it off. But here's a stat that stops people in their tracks. Nearly half of American adults say they would suffer financial hardship within 6 months if they lost their primary income earner. If that stat hits close to home, you're not alone and you're not out of options. But here's the thing, life doesn't wait until we're ready, and having a plan in place isn't about fear, it's about love. It's about making sure the people you care about are taken care of, no matter what. With Policy Genius, you can find life insurance policies starting at just $276 a year for $1 million in coverage. It's an easy way to protect the people you love and feel good about the future. And that's why we like Policy Genius. They've made something that feels overwhelming really simple. Instead of chasing down 10 different companies, you just answer a few questions, compare quotes side by side, and boom, you've got options. Real coverage with help from licensed experts who actually explain things without all the jargon. What we love is it's not about selling you something random. It's about giving you peace of mind. And honestly, who doesn't need more of that right now? Policy Genius has thousands of 5-star reviews on Google and Trustpilot from customers who found the best policy fit for their needs. Secure your family's future with Policy Genius. Head to policygenius.com/GGB to compare free life insurance quotes from top companies and see how much you could save. That's policygenius.com/GGB. It is interesting how, gosh, what you model your children, what you model your children's children, like they pick up everything and guess what? They become like you. Like the faith that my grandma had of being, I have Jesus in hard times. My mom, my whole life in the worst, I have seen my mom in some really bad situations throughout my life. And all I hear out of her mouth is, I have Jesus. And guess what I say today? I have Jesus.
Yeah.
It's that simple.
Yeah.
Like, they become you. They take after you. They believe what you believe.
Yeah.
So, yeah, it's so important what we model to our kids, what we model to our grandkids. And by the way, I might not have kids yet, but I know one thing. They hear everything.
Everything.
From a very
young age.
I think our parents' generation, we're very much under the impression that they're just kids. Doesn't matter.
Yeah.
They don't get it. They don't hear us, whatever.
Yeah.
We heard everything. Our kids will hear everything. It's crazy. All right.
We just have to be, you have to be so careful. I can't imagine what it's like being a parent. I truly can't.
Please.
It's I can't, it's like the day that baby comes out, your whole life is like protecting this child, watching what you say. I can't imagine the responsibility of being a mother or a father. It's the biggest responsibility you'll ever.
You shape them. It's your job. It's your job to make sure that they turn out.
I was talking to Bobby, and he said that to me yesterday. He said, just know the minute that baby comes out, your whole life is that child is your entire life.
Can't wait.
Yeah.
So crazy. I can't wait.
I know.
Little loosh.
You do loosh.
We do loosh. All right.
I think you're going to have a girl.
I think so too.
You do?
Every time I have a meal.
A meal?
I wake up every day and I put my hands on my body like this and I say, I bless my body to eat today. I bless my body to be full today. I bless my body to be nourished today, because I'm going to have a child who's going to, first of all, have to be in this body, and this body needs to be healthy for me to carry her. And then she's going to come out and she's going to watch everything I do. And if I'm being weird about food and not letting my body be blessed by the food I eat, like, I am going to curse my daughter with that. So literally, it's like having children has been the driving motivation for me in getting healing in like every area of my life.
And you're going to be the best mom and the healthiest.
I love you.
I can't wait to be an auntie.
I can't wait to be an auntie for
I'm going to be the best aunt. I can't wait. You're going to have a whole army of kids.
I can't wait to be an aunt to your kids. Anyways, what about you?
Yeah, I have my nan's sister, my Auntie Barbara. She is, oh man, she's like the most devout Catholic. Her whole life has been devoted to the church since I was just a baby. I talked about her a little bit, but her whole life is just, she's given her whole life to others. She helps.
She's your dad's mom? Or
she's
sister?
my grandmother's sister. Okay. My Auntie Barbara. She's in her 80s and she probably looks like she's in her 50s.
Wow, that Jesus glow.
She's just, her whole life has been dedicated to others and helping people, and all she would do is talk about Jesus.
Is she Catholic?
Her whole life is to the Catholic Church.
Stop.
Her whole life.
I love it.
Yeah.
And she always talked about Jesus?
Always talked about Jesus. I just would watch her and I didn't understand.
Did you think it was weird when you were younger, or did you kind of like it?
I think everybody...
Did people think she was a little kooky?
Yeah, a little.
I love her.
I would just kind of like, listen to her, and it's just crazy how my life, I'm in ministry now. And so I talk to her, and now when we're together during the holidays, her and I are in a corner and we're just like, Jesus. And she has been praying for me all these years. And so now that's why praying for, and it's crazy. I love what you said about family members, because I've been praying for 3 years for family members, and now I see, and I'm just like, oh my gosh.
Yeah.
And so you just don't stop praying even when you don't see it, because he hears everything. I was in line at Whole Foods the other day, And I saw this kid, and he just like, he was different. Like he just had this energy, and he was talking to everyone, and he was like asking everyone questions and all these things. And I'm like 4 people back, and I'm just looking at him. I'm just like hearing how he's talking to everyone, and he's brightening these people's days. Like this one guy didn't want to talk, but he was like, "Man, you're just so," like he's complimenting him and stuff. And I'm just like, I bet you that guy knows Jesus.
Yeah.
Right? And so I get to the front, and I'm like, "Hey." And he's like, "How are you?" And I was like, "Can I ask you something?" I'm like, are you a Christian, or do you know Jesus? He goes, "Oh, you know I love Jesus."
Yeah, that's my guy.
And I was just like, this is who we have to,
I love
this
that.
is who we have to be like. Like, this is, you want people to look at you and be like, there's something different about that person.
Oh.
You want to carry that light, like I was saying earlier. And so, yeah, when I think about my Auntie Barbara, she just always carried the light at every family gathering where there would be so much darkness, and she would be the light in our family.
How did she, I'm just so curious, how did she relate to everybody else who wasn't a believer? Like, was it...
She just loved us.
She just loved it.
She just loved.
Yeah.
She loved and she prayed. And that's what we do, right?
Yeah.
She just loved and she prayed.
That is so cute. I'm obsessed with her.
Yeah, my Auntie Barbara. She would buy me little saint things all the time, Saint Anthony things. But her planting that seed, always talking about Jesus, always praying for me. I remembered that later. Like, so it's like, yeah.
You have no idea what's taking place. Even if someone completely rejects your like proposal or invitation to Jesus, or you talking about, like, it doesn't matter. It doesn't actually, you have no idea what God is doing with that. Them even hearing this much about Jesus, this much of the gospel, you have no idea. Even seeing your kindness towards them, like feeling the love of Jesus through you to them, that did something. It opens something in there. We don't know how it works. There's mysteries to the kingdom, so we don't actually know, but something happens.
That's why I love earlier how you said, like, let's all pray for the unbelievers and pray for each other, because we may not have family members that can pray for us, right? Yeah, I just think right now is the time to really be praying for each other, because it works. It really, really works.
It so works.
Plant that seed everywhere. I'm reading Jeremiah, I'm at the end, and all he did was weep for the people, cry out for the people, and God heard him every time. I honestly, it's hard at times, because it's not easy to read some of the things. Yeah. Because it was like, it's hard for me sometimes to read about like the wrath on people. It is, like, it really is. Like, I really do weep when I read it. But I think it was so... Well, I know it was so barbaric back then. Yeah. Like, people were just crazy. Like, sometimes people will be like, well, why did God, like, destroy things? Like, if we knew how crazy it was back then, like, it was, people were destroying and raping each other and doing all this just barbaric stuff. And so they were all just turning around against God. But it is really hard to read. Yeah. But I really love Jeremiah. I love him. He's a guy that just loves the people. He loves his people. That's how we have to be. We have to just love others.
You know, when I took that 30-day month off of Instagram, I've been reading through the Bible from the beginning for quite a while, because I was like jumping back and forth, but I started reading Genesis. Now I'm in Kings. I was reading like 6 to 10 chapters a day, literally, because I didn't have Instagram, so it's all I would do. And then because I was reading so much of the Bible, like what we all say, we preach it every day, but sometimes it doesn't become a reality again until you experience it yourself. Because I was reading so much of the Bible, all I wanted to do was read more of the Bible. I would be doing something, but I would be thinking about, I just read through 1st and 2nd Samuel, and I would be thinking about Samuel and Saul and David, like all the time. It wasn't just like Bible stories that I was reading. I was like in that world with them. It became so real, because and I'm not saying you need to read 10 chapters a day. That's really hard. It's a lot of reading. But there is like so many challenges that you can do to get yourself reading a lot, because when you read more than just one chapter a day and you read like through the Bible like that and you're reading so much, it all becomes a big story. So for me right now, like the Bible, the narrative of the Israelites and of God and the Lord all the way in the New Old Testament, like it's an overarching story. Like there's a storyline that I'm reading, and it's not just like, you know, David and Bathsheba one day, Ruth and Naomi another day. Like it's not just these little snippets. It's like a full picture story that I'm getting, and it's changed my life. It is changing the way that I read the Bible. When I was reading specifically like 8 chapters a day, I would be like, okay, now I understand all of this as a full story. And now I understand who God is. Like I understand the Bible better because I'm reading big chunks.
Yeah.
And I always thought that because I would do like 1 to 2 chapters a day, and then I would listen to a commentary. Yeah. I would meditate. I would listen to a commentary, and I would like break down the entire chapter. And I thought, and that is really good, especially because we teach. However, reading so much of the Bible, reading all the way through, you don't have to read it out loud. You can, and you don't have to remember everything. I don't remember everything that I've read, but I know the Bible story as a full picture right now.
I like to read more too, because I somehow forget. I'm like, I'd rather just read it through.
You don't even worry about remembering.
Yeah.
Don't even worry about it. If you're going to seminary, that's different. Don't worry about remembering. Just worry about just like going all the way through. And the more you read the word, the more you want to read it. It's crazy. But anyways, I say that to say, I'm like, I feel so connected to God the Father right now. I've never loved God as Father more than I do now reading the Old Testament. I still love Jesus so much, but like all I wanted was the Gospels. All I wanted was Romans. I just wanted to hear about the blood of Jesus and the redemptive nature of Jesus. But like now reading the Old Testament, I'm obsessed with the Father. He is just and he brings judgment, but like there is a method to the way that he works. And it's because like God protects Israel. Israel is his baby. It's his bride. By the way, it's not modern day Israel. It's Israel. We are the church. We are Israel. If you read the Old Testament, if you've been adopted into the family of Christ, like you are the Israel that God protects, delivers, redeems, and loves in the Old Testament. So God's whole purpose in the Old Testament, when he brings wrath and judgment, he's protecting Israel.
I know. Yeah.
So it's like hard to understand because it's like he's protecting his bride. And that's what he's actually doing for us today. So it's like, yeah, it's hard to understand. I'm still understanding, but it makes more sense when you realize like God's aim was to redeem Israel.
Yeah.
Because those are his people.
Yeah.
We are all his people. We are all Israel. So anyways, yeah.
I wish somebody could be a fly on the wall when I say some of the names. It is truly I'm like, Arisa Tita. Atuta Tita.
Oh, I know.
I'm like, just what a... Sorry, Teresa.
Can you imagine how much he loves it when we're just trying our best?
Tell us about your what is it called? Tell us about your phone cleanse.
Oh,
she went on a 21 day. It's been 21 days, right?
So I was going to do 21 days. It ended up being over a month because I didn't ever want to go back.
Can you believe that, guys?
My engagement tanked, probably lost followers, couldn't care less. It's so crazy. Like, I just don't want to be annoying about it because I don't know. It's just...
Why? You're not.
Guys,
people need to hear it.
The phone is the most, social media is like, sure, a gift in so many ways because we are on social media. We talk about Jesus on social media, but it is one of the most poisonous, toxic, addictive things I've ever experienced in my life. I took the 30 days off of Instagram. like I said, I read so much of the Bible. I spent so much time with Jesus. You guys, I would be communing with the Holy Spirit throughout the day because I wasn't distracting myself. Yeah. Imagine, I heard this quote that's like, most like profound world-changing thoughts and ideas and moments of creativity are born out of boredom. It's when somebody's mind is completely empty so that they start imagining, like they use their imagination. When you're on your phone, your imagination is not active. You are completely absorbed. Like every single part of your brain is like firing off because you're receiving so much information. You don't have a moment to use your imagination. Like I believe that God speaks to us in our thoughts, in our imagination. He like downloads ideas, and God is a creative genius, and his desire is to create through us. Like we're meant to partner with God in our creativity to make amazing things, to make a cool podcast, to write beautiful songs, to do like amazing things. He can't do that when we're in our phones. And I know that sounds really intense and really crazy, but
that's true. And not to mention it being on the phone, it fries your brain so bad that you're just like, you're exhausted. Like your eyes get heavy. You're not, the screen is...
Imagine you're scrolling like this, and within 5 minutes, you have taken in so much information. It's not normal. It's not good for you. I get off for 30 days. I felt amazing. John specifically, maybe 21 days in, like, he was genuine, and I wasn't, and he said, like, it's not like you were on your phone too much or it was like, got in the way of anything. He's like, but I can't tell you how much I appreciate your presence.
Yeah. Wow.
And he was like, can we figure out a way for you to go back on it that's not like how it was? It was amazing. It was really amazing. And then I go to download Instagram after 30 days because I wanted to, I had to post something. And I got on, I'm not exaggerating, you guys, my whole body fills with anxiety. Immediately, so much anxiety. And then I find myself very quickly with it. I was on it for maybe 10 minutes. I deleted off my phone. I just got addicted to Instagram like I never left. You think that the 30 days would have been like, okay, now I'm not as addicted. Not really. Within 2 minutes of being on it, I was right back to where I was. So, yeah.
So where are you at now?
So now I'm thinking I might just have it on a different phone that uses Wi-Fi.
That's a great idea.
Yeah.
I know we were doing that for a minute. What happened? I lost that phone. I'm devastated. All my stuff, all my photos. I have no photos on this one. It's probably better that way.
Yeah.
I don't need that passed on my phone.
Yeah. Get out of here. I think you and I got new phones on purpose for that reason, remember?
Yeah, we did.
Ari and I wanted to, anyways. We got new phones. Oversharing. I am going to do, and Ari's going to do it with me. Right?
Oh, when?
Well, I'll do another fast with
guys,
you.
Should we? You know, I love my Pinterest at night. It's not even so much Instagram. It's like...
Really? TikTok and Instagram, you're not on a lot?
She really knows how to blow it up, huh? You really know how to crack the case with that shirt, huh?
I am not a lawyer. It's just a collar.
Oh.
Pinterest is fine.
It is?
I think. I don't know. Why don't you just start with Instagram?
Okay.
Ari's like an all or nothing type of person.
What do you mean?
Like you're like, either we're gonna go all the way in or all the way. Like
that's how you are.
That is how I am.
I am not an all or nothing person. You are like, I'm either gonna eat 5 protein bars, chocolate chip from Quest a day, or they're out.
Yes. But you also are like. You're either like, I am going to eat like a carrot cake every single day, or I'm not going to even eat eggs because I know I haven't seen you with a carrot cake in a while.
I know, but I'm slimming out.
Oh, you're looking good. You're looking good.
I like to eat. I really do. And you know what? I don't like try to diet, and sometimes I get a little heavy-handed on the cakes. I do.
Anyways, I hope you guys learned so much in this episode. What did we talk about? I hope, okay, basically what we're trying to say is pray for your kids, pray for people, pray for everybody. You have no idea how far your prayers go. Pray, pray, pray. Don't stop praying. Keep praying. Pray that people get saved. Pray that people come to know Jesus. God will honor those prayers. They don't fall on deaf ears. Don't stop praying. Don't stop praying.
I don't know what that's.
You know that
I
song?
thought you were gonna say. Don't stop
believing. Oh, let's go, CJ.
Then into the feeling. A little lower.
Oh.
Don't stop.
Okay, way to embarrass me in front of my friends.
Go ahead. Believing.
Okay, you're off key.
Hold on to the feeling.
Why did your mouth do that? Hold on to
the You just like wiggled your tongue and it looked creepy, man. You're so creepy. You're so creepy when it passes 8 p.m., man.
You look creepy with that big phone. I know. You look creepy.
I do. I still have the sty on my eye.
I see it. It's staring at me from my face.
Can you see it?
Go like that? Yeah. I'm going to do a close-up.
I hate taking antibiotics. They make me sick.
Yeah, and you didn't finish them, so now it's going to grow over again. So you didn't finish your antibiotics. What is that?
I know. Remind me when we get home.
Okay, clear the bubble in your throat, please.
Yeah. Gosh, okay. This is the first day, I have to be honest. Like, oh, good God.
You are rude. You are very mean.
Listen, this is the first day. This is the first day I'm actually like laughing.
Good.
This is nice. I hope you guys got a little laugh today.
Guys, we love you so much. May the Lord bless you and truly keep you. May he make his face to shine upon you and be gracious to you. May he turn his face towards you and give you peace. Shalom, shalom.